So whilst your Canva opens up, you click on plus, click on custom size. Then we are going to use 1080 width by 1080 height. Okay, then you click on create new design. Whilst that loads, we are going to change the color. So you click on the selected thing. If this thing come up just at the top right corner here, okay, at this top side, you click it and bring it down, hold it and bring it down like this. All right, then we'll click on it, come select color, then come to plus button, then we bring this one to this place. Okay, then we bring it here. Okay, so while that is done, we're going to, the next thing we are going to do is to select elements, and then we bring in our shape. Okay, so let's select this particular shape, and then we change the color to, we click on it, change the color to, come to color, change it to a deep color. So I think this should be okay. Okay, when we bring it here, then let's duplicate and bring one here. We'll use that one later. And then this one, let's bring it here. Okay, let's bring it here. The next thing we are going to do is to start writing our text. Okay, so you click on this cancel thing to go to text, text. Then you add a heading, click on add a heading, then you edit. Right, so we're going to write nails. Okay, then we bring this downward thing clear. All right, so that is what we have. After we are done with that, then we're going to bring it upward here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is to you can see that the space in the right up here is too much. Okay, so the space in the right up here is too much. So we are going to do what? We are going to go to this place where we have spacing. Okay, and then letter spacing. I think the letter spacing, we just bring it this one a bit. Then line spacing. Okay, as you can see, as I'm moving it closer, it's getting closer. Okay, so let's leave it at this place. Okay, all right, so the next thing we're going to do is to change the font. Font. So whilst you click on it, go to font, we are going to select this Chancel Decorative. Please look down, scroll down till you get the kind of font you want. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is to change the color of the writing. We don't want it to be black, so let's change it to this color. Okay, all right, so let's change it to this color. All right, the next thing we're going to do is to go to a place where we have effects. Okay, then we go to outline, select outline, click on the outline, the middle side of it. Okay, so when you click on the middle part of it, then the thickness, let's bring it to this way, let's make it 90. All right, so whilst you get 90, you select on outline, then the color down there, we're going to click white. Okay, or we're going to select white. Right, so you can change it to any color you want by pressing this plus button. Okay, so we're going to change it to white, and we already have white in this section here, so we just selected it. Okay, the next thing we are going to do after we have done with that is to go to element, then we are going to select a circle. Okay, then we'll reduce it. Okay, make sure you reduce it. Okay, so whilst we get that, we are going to place it somewhere here. Okay, so we will change the color of the circle to white. Okay, and then the next thing we are going to do is to go to text and select a little bit of body text, and then we write buy. All right, then while that is done, click on buy, go to font, change the font to anyone you want. Okay, so we want a bold font. Okay, so let's leave it at Liege Spartan. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is to click on buy, send it upward, move it to the circle where we brought in the circle. Okay, and place it at the right side. Okay, so let's go to this place where we have notch, roll to where we have notch, and then we click on this right button left to make sure it's well aligned. Okay, so whilst that is that, good. So the next thing we're going to do, let's select the circle. So to get the circle, you have to go to a place where we have layers, then we click on the circle, then we click on this closed thing, then we go to notch, position, then we bring it forward. Okay, so whilst that is done, close. Okay, click on that cancel thing, and then that is what we have here. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is to, let's reduce it a bit. Okay, go to layers, select your buy. Please, when you are designing, make sure your work is well aligned. Okay, make sure it's well aligned. Oh, good. So the next thing we're going to do is to go to element again and select this particular shape. Okay, then we are going to reduce it. Okay, we reduce it to this kind of shape, this kind of size, and then let's select this one and bring this one down. While that is selected, let's select these ones. Okay, let's like that. Then we go to corners. Okay, where we have cornering, let's increase the cornering to 200. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is to write a little bit of text. So we are going to select that, or you can just copy this by, duplicate it, bring it down here, come and put it on top of here, then you click on this edit, then we are going to write we fix. Okay, and then we bring this kind of dot in. After that is done, let's position it well, then increase it a bit. Okay, good. So whilst that is that, we are going to change the font to a different one we want to use. Okay, so let's see this one. No, this is not nice. Let's change another one. Alice. Good. So the next thing we're going to do is to change the color of the text because it's not seeing. So let's change it to white. Okay, So the next thing we're going to do is to go to B format and make it bold. Okay, and that is what we have here. So let's come and select this nails by Claire again, go to bold, B format, then we click on this thing, right, to make sure that you can see here 1 2 3 4. Okay, you can see when I click here the arrangement is different. When I click on the third one, the arrangement is different. When I click on the fourth one, the arrangement is different. When I click on this first one, the arrangement is different. So we are going to use the first one, the arrangement, okay, so that they can all start at the same place. Okay, what I mean by the same place is here. Okay, they can all start at that same place. The next thing we are going to do is to click on this shape, and then we come to style, click on style, click on the line style, then we are going to select 10. We are going to scroll it to 10. Okay, then we cancel, go to stroke color, change it to white. Okay, then this is what we have. The next thing we are going to do is to, I think this nails by Claire thing is too high, so let's go to notch and bring it down. Okay, and it's too close to the wall. So let's bring it down. Okay, so while that is done, let's bring the by also down so that they can all be in the proper alignment. Select the circle, then bring it down also. Okay, whilst that is done, the next thing we are going to do is to start writing our text in. Then we are going to, okay, let's just go to elements and search for shadow. Then we click on graphics, see all. Okay, then we are going to look for a one that is free to use. So we have here this particular one. Okay, but the color is pink, so let's change it to black. So we are going to look for where we have colors, then we change it to black. Okay, good. So whilst that is done, the next thing we're going to do is reduce it and reduce it to bring it up here. Okay, to make sure that it's aligned well with the we fix thing, so that it looks like it's a shadow from that thing. So let's make sure it's well aligned. Good. So whilst that is done, we are going to now select this particular one, increase it a bit and bring it here. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is to click here, then we go to cornering, and then we bring it to 50. Okay, 50. Good. So the next thing we are going to do is to start bringing in our text again. So let's go to text, bring in a little bit of body, edit it. So the first thing we are going to bring in is this hashtag thing. Okay, or you can use this degree kind of thing to write on it. Okay, you bring space, acrylic nails, gel polish nails. The next thing, stone nails. The next thing is press on nails. So let's bring the space, press on nails. The next thing, object to write, is nails add. nails, add. The next thing we're going to do is to bring ombre. Sorry, we're not selecting that one. Degree, space, ombre, nails. Okay, so while that is done, you click on this thing, then we are going to go to B format, then we select the first arrangement so that it all starts at the same place. Click on bold to make sure that it is well aligned. Then the next thing we are going to do is to click here, and then we can bring it to this place, okay, and fix it here. So we're going to change the color because the color is black and it's not showing on the thing, so we're going to change it to white. Okay, very good. So this is what we have. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is to now start using this particular shape. So let's duplicate it and put one down here. So let's use this one, increase it, okay, increase it to here. Okay, right, you select on it, and then we're going to bring it here. All right, select on it and press on this kind of driving kind of thing to bring it to slant it this way. Okay, so let's slant it to, I think 10 should be okay. 10 should be okay. The next thing we're going to do is to duplicate it. Select it and duplicate, then we bring it here. We select it and bring it here and place it well. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is to start bringing in our images. Okay, bringing in our images, and let's go to upload. Click on upload, and then alright, if you already have your images in your uploads, that's fine, but if it is not there, you click on this upload thing, sends you to device, then you can select the kind of images you want. So I'm going to select one of the images I want to bring in. Okay, so, and it will come here, like you can see that is loading. Okay, so the next thing is to start editing our images. Okay, so whilst that, you select one of the image, then you reduce it to the shape or the size you want. Okay, and place it well. Okay, so whilst that is well placed, the next thing we are going to do is to go to cornering, corner. Okay, so let's corner it to 10. All right, the next thing we are going to do, select on the image again, go to style, and then we click on this line style. Okay, so at this place, when you are going to do cornering of images, please make sure you don't corner it too much, or sorry, you don't make the style to be too much. 5 is okay, so that the image can be visible enough. So we click on stroke color, then we make it white. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is to bring in our second image. Okay, second image, and I think this should be beautiful, so let's crop it first of all, and then crop it a bit, crop it, and make sure you don't crop out the image. Okay, the important parts of the image. So let's reduce it. Okay, reduce it, and then we go to cornering again, corner, then we make it 10. Okay, come to style, bring stroke, then we are going to make it 5. Okay, let's leave it at 6. I don't want the video to be too long, so I don't have the time to make sure everything is well aligned. So we come to stroke color, make it white. Okay, good. So the next thing we're going to do is to continue to bring in more images, more of those images we're going to use. While to bring in the image, you start cropping. Okay, okay, so reduce it. Okay, you see where I'm clicking and it's reducing and increasing. Here is for cropping, here is for reducing and increasing. Okay, so take note of that. So let's reduce it a bit to bring it here. Good. So let's go to cornering again, and bring it to 10. Then we go to style, this, then we are going to leave it at 4, but the other ones is 5. So let's go to style, 5. Okay, make sure it's 5. Good. The next thing we're going to do is to change the stroke color to white. Good. Then we place it well. Okay, while that is done, we are going to turn this thing this way. Good. So the next thing we're going to do is to, let's bring it this way so that it can be well aligned. Okay, select this image, bring it down. Okay, then the next thing, we continue to bring in more images. Okay, when you select an image, it's not showing, go to position and forward. Okay, you click on the forward, it will come. Good. Then the next thing we're going to do is to crop out this side where I downloaded it. Okay, off. Then I'm going to reduce it again. We're going to reduce it. Okay, then I think this one should be cropped a bit more. Good. So let's reduce it a bit more and bring it here. Okay, okay, the next thing we are going to do is to go to corner, bring it to 10, go to style, okay, bring it to line, style, then leave it at 5. Okay, leave it at 5. Select color, stroke color. Oh, sorry guys, select stroke color. I'm in a hurry, I don't want the video to be too long. Okay, and then you select white. The next thing we are going to do is to continue to bring in more images again. This time around we're cropping. we are cropping, make sure you crop at the and end it at the right place. Don't over crop the image. Okay, good. So we're going to reduce it, then continue to reduce, and then I'm going to reduce it, and then we make it straight. Okay, so let's put this one up there, go to notch, bring it upward. Okay, let's go to position, send it backward, then we can go to position, bring it upward. After that you go to notch, make sure it's well aligned. Okay, once that is done, let's send it up a bit. Good. Then we select this one, go to corner, then we're going to corner it to 5. Okay, 10. Okay, come to style, click on here, then we bring it to 5. Okay, good. Then click on stroke color, then we bring it to white. Then this one we are going to bring it and put it here. Okay, then we go to position and bring it backward. Okay, so this is all we have. Let's go to notch and place it well. Okay, so it can be well placed. Good. Okay, so let's go to notch and bring it down. I think it's covering some of the images there. So the next thing we're going to do is to notch. Let's bring it down a bit, it's too close to the other one. Okay, good. So let's bring in another image. Let's balance this one also. I think let's leave it some space. Okay, so let's return this one to normal. Okay, so that the arrangement there can be normal. Okay, and then we're going to go to notch and bring it close to the edge. Okay, close to the edge. Very good. Then we select on this particular thing and then we bring it back to normal. So 0 degrees. And that is what we have. The next thing we are going to do is to continue to bring in more of our images. Okay. Crop, reduce it to the size you want, pull it from there, bring it here. Okay, then we are going to bring it, slant it this way, go to corner, bring it to 10. Go to style, bring it to 5. Go to stroke color, white. Okay, bring in more images. Okay, and then we reduce it. Let's cut off here. Let's crop here off. Crop here a bit. Okay, and then we're going to reduce it and place it at the right place. Okay, so let's bring this one up. Bring this one up. Go to corner, style. Then we are going to click on here. Bring it to 5. Okay, let's leave it at 6. I don't want the thing to be too long. White. Let's go to corner. Then we bring it to 10. Okay, so that is that. The next thing we're going to do, continue to bring in more images, and then did I already brought this image in? Yeah, so let's bring in another one that hasn't been brought in yet. Crop it a bit, then we reduce it. Okay, reduce it. Okay, then we go to corner, then we bring it to 10. Go to style, click on style, bring it to 5. Okay, then we go to stroke color, bring it to white. Good. So let's bring in I think the final image. Or okay, so for us to get space to bring in final images, let's bring this one up here. Good. Bring this one up here. Oh, sorry. Bring this one up also. Oh shit, why is this thing not selecting? Select the second image, bring it up also. Let's bring it up. Okay, select this thing, bring it up. Select this one, bring it, go to notch, bring it up. Great. Then I think let's bring in this one up here. Select this one, bring it up. Select this, bring it up. Select this particular image, bring it up. Okay, then we are going to bring in, I think, maybe the last image, because we don't have space to work again. Okay, so let's bring the one with the leg add also. So let's go to upload files, select our device. Okay, then we're going to use this particular image, then we're going to crop it a bit. Okay, so let's crop it a bit upward, crop here. Okay, crop here. Crop here. Okay, then we are going to reduce it, and then we're going to slant it. Okay, this way. Reduce it. Reduce it. Okay, okay, place it here. Alright, then the next thing we're going to do is to go to corner, bring it to 10, come to style, line style, then we bring it to 5. Okay, I can't select 5 because I'm in a hurry. Then we change the stroke color to white. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is to go to our elements, and then we look for, we cancel, we go to shapes. I'm going to search for shapes. Okay, so let's just cancel these things, select shapes, then we use this one. Then we are going to change the color again to white. I think, yeah, to white. So let's change the color to white. Okay, change it to white. Then we're going to bring it down here, crop it this way, and then we can write the phone number. And then we're going to increase it to come here. Okay, so let's place it here. No, I think let's do it this way so that it will be more beautiful. Don't worry, it's not blocking, but we'll place it at the right place using our what's the name, our position. Okay, so let's go to position and send it backward. Okay, good. So that is what we have here, and then the next thing we're going to do is to select this thing, duplicate, bring it down here, change the color to deep color. We go to color, change it to deep of this color. Then we're going to go to, click on it, go to edit, then we are going to write our phone number. Okay, so +233. Okay, so 020. Okay, so let's do that. After you've gotten that, I'm going to place it well. Okay, let's place it well. Place it well, and then the next thing we're going to do is to duplicate this writing again and bring it down here. Then we write we edit the location of the where your nail store is. Okay, so let's write Tama plot 1. Okay, Tama plot 1. Okay, plot 2. Community 2. Okay, then let's reduce. We need to reduce this thing because it's too big. Okay, so let's move this one rather. So let's go to notch, okay, and bring it this way, notch, okay, and there we have it. Let's continue to bring it this way. All right, then we bring this one here. All right, so I think let's reduce. It's too loud. It's too loud. Let's go to notch. This one too is too loud. Okay, so while that is well aligned, we are going to select. So let's go to our gallery or upload files. Then we are going to select our WhatsApp and WhatsApp. Okay, our WhatsApp icon. So let's look for our WhatsApp icon. Okay, so I can see, I don't want to waste much time. Let's use this one up here, add to page. Click on add to page, and then we're going to reduce it. Okay, it's black, so I think let's select the right thing. So let's go to gallery, and then look for the one without a background. Good, add to page, and then we reduce it. Okay, I've already shown you if your image has a background and you want to remove it, how you should do with it. Okay, oh, I already showed you guys, so you guys should do that. Okay, right, so I think this thing, let's bring it down a bit. And then we bring in our location icon. Okay, so we can come to elements and search for location icon. Icon and bring it in, but if you have it in your gallery, you can just use it. Come to and use and come to see all, and then click on this one, the ones that are free to use. Okay, so the color is black. Let's make it red. because most of the time location's color is always red. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is to now reduce it. Okay, reduce it and bring it here. Very good. So sorry, and that is it. So let's align it well. Let's go to notch and bring it to the right place, and then can have some space. So this is what we have, and the last thing we're going to do is to bring I think the last thing we're going to do is to let's bring in one image here to fill up the space here. So let's go to gallery, and then we select one particular image that we think can fit in there. Okay, add to page, reduce it. I think this one doesn't need much cropping. Reduce it and reduce it, and then we reduce it, then we place it here. Okay, increase it a bit. Okay, then we go to corner, bring it to 10. Style this, then we have it at 5. Let's leave it here, then come to stroke color, and we have it at white. Okay, so you can see that that particular image is small, so let's just slant it because I don't have time to arrange anything. So but you can decide to increase it to make it a design. Okay, because in graphics or in arts, a little properly arranged mistake is a style. So let's do that and make it a style. Okay, so that is what we have here. And the last thing we're going to do is to click on our save image, and that is it. Good, and then